Hello children, this is the fourth session on the chapter Agriculture about technological and institutional reforms. Does Indian government train people to use drone as a tool in agriculture? Let us know about it later. Bill Gates, founder and CEO of Microsoft, says, I quote, "The world has enough food to feed everyone, but not enough equity. Technology can bridge that gap." This lecture series is designed to facilitate the students to learn and understand the concepts, eliminating the need for continuous screen time. It was mentioned in the previous sessions that agriculture has been practiced in India for thousands of years. Sustained uses of land without compatible institutional changes have hindered the pace of agricultural development. In spite of development of sources of irrigation, most of the farmers in large parts of the country still depend on monsoon and natural fertility in order to carry on their agriculture. For a growing population, this poses a serious problem, and it is a challenge also. Agriculture, which provides livelihood for more than 60% of its population, needs some technical and institutional reforms. Some of the reforms are collectivization, consolidation of holdings, cooperation and abolition of zamindari, etc. They were given priority to bring about institutional reforms in the country after independence. What is collectivization? Collectivization means small farms would be gathered together into one large farm so that farmers can work collectively. It was first started in USSR and promoted in India during the period of Green Revolution. The government of India in 1960s and 70s introduced agricultural reforms to improve Indian agriculture, including White Revolution, and that is also called Operation Flood. So Green Revolution and White Revolution, they come under these reforms. White Revolution aimed at increasing the production of milk by setting up milk processing centers, milk cooperatives, good transport system. India is the third largest producer of milk in the world. A comprehensive land development program was introduced during 1980s and 90s. This program included both institutional and technical reforms. There are also other benefit schemes for the farmers. They are Kisan Credit Card, KCC. This scheme for giving easy and cheap loans to small farmers. Personal Accident Insurance Scheme for Kisan Credit Card holders. Special weather bulletins and agricultural programs for farmers were introduced through radio and television channels. Government also announced minimum support price, remunerative and procurement prices for various agricultural products like cereals, pulses, and other to check the exploitation of farmers by middlemen. Minimum support price is the one at which government purchases crops from the farmers. Procurement price means it is the one which refers to the price at which government obtains agricultural produce from farmers to maintain the buffer stock. What is buffer stock? It is a reserve of a commodity that can be used to offset price fluctuations. Provision for crop insurance against drought, flood, cyclone, fire, and disease. Establishment of Grameen banks, cooperative societies, and banks for providing loan facilities to the farmers at lower rates of interest were some of the important reforms. Bhudhan and Gramdan movement in India, a land reform through non-violent revolution, was initiated by Mahatma Gandhi's follower Acharya Vinoba Bhave, and its philosophy is Sarvodaya, and it had a huge impact on us. Vinoba Bhave followed the ideals of Mahatma Gandhi and undertook a Padayatra, a journey on foot, to spread Gandhi's message over the whole of India. Bhabave planned to solve the problem of poor landless villages through cooperative form with government assistance. Sri Ramchandra Reddy was first to offer 80 acres land, which was to be distributed among 80 landless villages, and then this mission was known as Bhudhan or donated land. Later, Bhave traveled and introduced these ideas widely all over India. Some zemindars offered to distribute some villages also among the landless. This was known as Gram Dan, donation of villages. Later, Bhave traveled and introduced his ideas widely all over India. Some landowners chose to provide some part of their land to the poor farmers due to the fear of land sealing act. The Bhudhan and Gramdan movement, initiated by Vinoba Bhave, is also known as the Bloodless Revolution. Now, let us learn about food security. Food security means availability, accessibility, and affordability of food to all people at all times. Food security is ensured in a country only if enough food is available for all the persons. All persons have the capacity to buy food of acceptable quality, and there is no barrier on access to food. In 1997, targeted public distribution system was introduced in India to assure food security. India adopted a new strategy in agriculture which resulted in green revolution, especially in the production of wheat and rice. Since the advent of the green revolution, the country has avoided famine even during adverse weather conditions and become self-sufficient in food grains. There are some other missions also. Under that, National Food Security Mission, that is NFSM, it is a centrally sponsored scheme launched in 2007 based on the recommendations of the Agriculture Subcommittee of National Development Council. The main objectives of the scheme are sustainable increase in the production of targeted crops through area expansion and productivity enhancement, restoration of soil fertility and productivity at the individual farm level, rise in farm level and not in income. National Mission on Food Processing, that is NMEP. This centrally sponsored scheme was launched in 2012. It focuses on food processing for enhancing farm productivity and farmers' revenue. It facilitates in addressing both institutional and infrastructural gaps along the value chains. It also has provision for promoting skill development, training, and entrepreneurship in post-harvest management. Children, in the beginning of this session, we had a question. That is, does Indian government train people to use drone as a tool in agriculture? The answer for this is yes. They use tools like drones in agriculture to spread fertilizers, medicines, and required nutrients to the fields. They are called and they are used by the ladies, and this is called the women empowerment. Under that, women are trained to use drones to supply the fertilizers, medicines, and required nutrients to the fields. They are called drone didis. Thank you. Stay